So now, what is the lab we are going to do? What is the first step? Step number 1, step number 2, step number 3. If you don't know this concept clearly, you cannot do the lab. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Second is what?
Topology, the diagram.
What is the use of topology? See, topology is something like, what is the benefit of topology is we will get all the information. So what are the informations we will gather from the topology? What are the informations we gather from the topology? Topology diagram. So first stage is, what is the number of devices? Important thing from topology you'll understand. IP address. For each interface, what is the IP address? And what cable? What cable will connect between the interfaces, correct? So this information, then L2 information like VLAN trunk VTP information, L3 information like PLGR QSP information, right? There are so many information you can gather from. Other lot of information you can write on top of the diagrams. Okay. So this is the purpose of topology diagram. Whenever I show you topology diagram, the first 5 items minimum you have to understand. What number of devices, model number, what interfaces these devices are using in this topology, and each interface what is the IP address, and what cable you have to use for connecting the devices. If you don't understand this from the diagram, you cannot do the lab. What is the third concept?
That is command line. Yes, commands.
So in the 2 types of commands are there. What are they?
One is configuration, another is verification.
So generally what will happen? We will configure. But do you really know it is configured or not, or properly configured or not? For example, I am giving one IP address there में, IP address properly आना चाहिए ना?
Right.
वो कैसे check करेंगे हम? वो भी we need to study. Just configuration is not enough. We need to learn. We need to know, verify how to verify the configuration, right?
Yes.
One is, if you don't know how to verify, then you can't do troubleshooting. There are 10 steps are there, means 10 steps you configure. Each step you need to know how to verify. If you don't understand all these 3, you cannot do labs. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So now what concept we are going to study today? Our concept is routing.
Routing.
Let me write down today's topics. Okay? Routing concepts. Routing labs you are going to do. So what are the concepts? The concepts are 1, 2, 3, 4. Today we are going to do 4. What are they? Static. Second concept is, second lab is the 4 concepts. Today I am going to teach you. Okay?
Okay, sir.
So this is today's concept. So first you need to understand what is static routing, what is dynamic routing, what is network route, what is host route, what is default route, what is that grip, what is RIP, what is the difference between static and dynamic routing. That basics you need to understand. Yesterday we covered this, right?
Yes.
Yesterday we discussed about it. Now I'm going to just refresh it before going to the lab. So what is static routing? This is the best route, and you store it. Okay, you manually store in your mind, or you don't know exactly. So you use one routing protocol. It's like a map. Okay, that told you the best route. Then you have put it in your mind. Okay, according to the Google map, I'm using this. I'm going to use, right? 2 ways. One, myself, I know. Other thing is I'm going to use somebody's help.
Okay, sir.
Right? So that help is called. So there are 2 ways I can find the best route. One is I myself will put. For smaller area which I know already, I can put it myself. But which is new area, bigger area, I really don't have any visibility on that. Then I need somebody's help. Correct? They can find and tell me. So that's dynamic routing. Correct? Now how do you tell in the interview question? The interview question में ऐसा बोलना है. What is static routing? Administrator configure the best route information and put it in the routing table. What is dynamic routing? Administrator configures routing protocols. Point 1. Point number 2. Routing protocols find the best route and put it in the routing table. That is dynamic routing. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Here in static routing, we find the best route. We tell that, boss, you want to go to this destination, this is the next device IP address, this is the exit interface. Who will tell? I am going to configure as administrator. But dynamic routing, I am not going to tell anything. I'm just telling, boss, RIP, you do it. I enable RIP and leave it. Okay, RIP or EHR QSPF. They will find and put all this information. Next hop and the exit interface. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday we discussed about this. So let's be next. Ask a topic. Okay. So now let us open the topology. Okay, routing based topology. First thing, I'm going to do the one exercise called interpreting a network diagram. What is the exercise name?
Interpreting network diagram.
Let me open the notepad. Okay. So this exercise will help you. See, command is just one command only. Okay. But understanding the lab, understanding the existing topology is very important. As I told you, lab is just not like typing the command. You have to understand. Correct. So what is static routing? I told you, admin to go to this station to next hop IP address or exit interface. So generally, if you know the next hop IP address, next device IP address, we will not use exit interface. Okay. If you don't know the next hop IP address, then we'll put exit interface. Okay. You understand? I can
No,
say
sir.
exit interface. See, for example, this left side you take this topology, right? So in this topology, if you see, I'm going to configure route in the R1. Okay. R1. Okay. Now in R1, when you're configuring, if I know this next interface is this IP, right? You can see this IP address, no? .2. That is 20.2. Understand? So I know the IP address. Then I can go to router and say you want to go to this 30.0 network. Your next hop IP is what? 20. Understood? I can say that. If I know. Now in some cases, I don't know what is the next device. I don't have access to the next device. Now in this scenario, I know the next device also because I'm the administrator for both branches, head office, branch office. So I know the next hop IP, so that I'm putting next hop IP. If I don't know the next hop IP, right, then I can use exit interface. Now what is my exit interface? To make it more clear, let us interpret the network diagram first. Then you get a clarity.
Yes, sir. That would be nice. Yeah.
Interpret the network. Interpret the network diagram. This is the first exercise. Do this exercise. That what I am telling here, you get clarity. Okay. That is the power of this exercise. Benefit of this exercise. First question: number of devices.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So 5 devices. Huh? What are they? We connected SVI. We connected so many things. Correct. Here our intention is to configure only routers, not switches. The
Then why this?
Only routing connectivity.
Then
direct connecting, which is using the route switch and connecting. Different connectivities are there. There are two options. Topology, if you see, direct connectivity via switch on that. So that's why we're using two. Because of that, cables will change it. Next is R1. In R1, two interfaces we are using. Are they?
R1.
Group,
okay.
Serial 0/1/0. Before going to this IP address, let me ask one question. Before going to IP address, I'll ask one more question. Number of networks. In this topology, how many networks we have? Networks are there. Each network is having network address. This is name of the network. Meaning, so in there is some area, you tell me in London, what is the famous area? One area, tell me. In that, so many streets are there, right? So Waterloo, if you take, that is 10.0. Your house is which area? That is 20.0. Okay, another is 30.0, like that. So you understand? Your office is in 30.0. So you are starting from 10, going to 20. 20 is Waterloo. Okay. So your home is 10. Waterloo is 20. Then your office is 30. Three areas: home, Waterloo, office. Okay. Understand? So each area is having a name. Your home is 10.0, Waterloo station is 20.0, and your office is 30.0. So you are going to your office via Waterloo station, correct?
Yes, sir.
So same here, PC1 wants to go to 30.0 network. Where you want to go? 30. Primary, one location, one area, 10. I want to go to 30. I'm going via 20. Understood? This is the basic idea.
Okay, yeah.
Now, there is a router. Router will connect two networks. So you try to understand here. This gigabit, one is serial, one is LAN interface, one is WAN interface. We are in R1. R1, yes, 0/1/0. I'm asking. Where is R1 in this topology diagram?
Left side. Left.
left side, this interface M, right? This is 20,
Ye-
understand?
yes, sir.
This is 30, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now serial sits in which color? 10 or 20? So tell me what is this interface? 20 dot?
20.1.
Let's go to R2 now. Okay. R2 also having two interfaces.
Yes.
So what is the IP address? Clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the basic understanding of interpreting the network diagram. So whenever I give a network diagram, you need to understand uh, what is the number of devices, host name, model number, number of networks, network addresses, IP addresses. Then I will ask about last. I'll discuss about the cables also, right? For example,
Yes.
PC1,
Hmm.
FA0/02, SW1,
Hmm.
gig 1/0/1.
Hmm.
What cable you will connect?
Straight line.
Straight line. SW1,
Hmm.
gigabit
Hmm.
1/0/2 to R1 gig 0/0/0. What IP address will come? What cable will you do? R2 yes 0/1/. When you use show interface command, you can see all these things. What
Okay.
connected?
Okay.
So the idea you have to understand here, okay? What cable you are using. Otherwise, you
Mm-hmm.
select wrong cable there, okay?
Yes, sir.
So you have to select the cable with serial cable with the clock. Understand? Then
Oh.
again R2 say I will teach you default route.
Mm-hmm.
Then one dynamic route. Just to make the difference. How dynamic route works. One dynamic route. Same topology, but four concepts we are going to study. So I will write down the commands here. I will explain you the commands. Then I'll show you in the lab also. It will not take more than 10 minutes, okay? But the idea here is you need to understand the concept clearly. Okay, take time to understand the concept. Commands are always available in the videos also. So it will
Okay.
not much no need to memorize the commands. Try to understand the concept. Now,
Okay, sir.
the same topology, I'm going to use four types. Let's open first network route lab. Let me explain you that first. So we have understood these concepts. Now we are going to learn static. What is there in the command? Understand?
Okay.
What
Okay.
we need to type there exactly. For example, you go to router and you'll go to global mode.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So this is the idea. Now I will take for now this is the syntax. So what is the syntax is to create a network route. Now what is network route? Network route means for the whole network I will 10 to no networks 10, 20,
Okay.
30.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sir. Correct.
So the question is in R1 which network is not directly connected?
R1, right? Okay. It's the 192
10, 20,
1.168.30.
30. 10, 20, 30. No.
30.
First 10,
30.
10, 30. That's all simple. So
Yeah.
for R1, 10 is connected in gigabit, 20 is
Hmm.
connected in serial, correct? 30 is
Hmm.
not connected. So whichever is directly connected, automatically the routes will come in the routing table. We don't need to create. We don't need to configure.
Okay.
Automatically it comes. Okay? But whichever
Hmm.
is not there, we need to configure. So in our case, in this topology, 30 is not there. So I'm going to add, manually I'm going to add 30 in the routing table. Okay? Statically I'm going to add. So IP
Okay.
route command. IP route 192.168.30.0 255.255.255.0, right? Subnet
Hmm.
mask. To go to 30.0, what is the next hop IP address?
Repeat
Now
again,
this
sir. Your
router,
question.
this is the router.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to 30. This is 30.0 network. And this is 30. I want to go to 30. What is the next device interface IP address?
That is 20.2.
From R2, where you will go first? Which interface will go in router?
For R2.
Cable, how it is,
Okay.
where it is connected?
Okay. For R2, I will go to 20. Sir, you are asking me IP address, right?
Interface.
Interface. Okay. Okay. Then this is 0/1/
Serial or gigabit?
is serial.
Serial, na? Huh. Tell me
Yeah.
serial IP address.
The serial IP address is 20.1.
So next device which interface you're going inside to the device, right? For example, router means serial interface, or it may be serial or Ethernet, okay, whatever interface you. So if
Yes,
you
yes.
go and check here, you can see that one more route is added, and the route start from the source code yes. If you remember, right, there is a source code called yes. Now we configure and see this.
Yes, sir.
We'll see this real time.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now see. I'm going to router. First, I will show you the routing table. Without configuring anything, how many routes are there in the routing table? We'll see. Okay. What is the command? The command is show IP route. This is the routing table. C.30.0 is not directly connected, right? 255.255.255.0. Next hop IP is 192.168.20.2. Correct?
Okay.
That's all. Enter. Now what I did, added one route in the routing table. How do I verify this? Again, show IP route.
So IP route. Okay.
Now see how many routes are there now. So R2 also we need to add now. Look how we added R1, right? Same way we have to add R2 also. First we'll check it will have 2C2L, E2 for switching ports, 4 switching ports. The next one is gigabit Ethernet ports, right? 2 kilometers, multi-mode fiber ports.
Okay,
The next
okay.
one is 1000 SX gigabit Ethernet ports. This is also multi-mode port for fiber ports. Industrial. This is for industrial Ethernet. For
Okay,
industrial,
okay.
like that models. See what will happen. There is something called modular switches. Different standards are there here. There are different technologies are there, and different for the technology. Different cable, different connectors will be there. Okay.
Okay.
So router has to support all the technologies, all the cables, all the connectors, right? So for that,
Okay.
what they did is they use something called modular routers. Modular means something is fixed, something you can select according to your technology, company technology. Like for
Okay,
example,
okay.
now left hand side you see these models, right? A 2T, 2 cover. You can read the below the what this supports, right? Like for example, in my company, I'm using broadband, right? I need broadband connector, no, in the router. I'm using wireless, then I need wireless connector, right? I'm using fiber. I need fiber connector. I'm using the different ways you can connect internet, correct? I'm using cable modem. I need cable modem BNC connector, correct? I'm using fiber, different types of fiber, single mode, multi mode, different types of fibers are there. So, what are the exact technology and what is the exact cable connector we want to use? Same model you have to select in this router also. Then only that interface you will get. Understand?
Okay. Yeah.
That is called modular switches, modular devices, basically. Not
Okay,
fixed.
okay.
You need to select. That's why I selected before starting this lab. I've selected this 2T, right? This I drag and drop here. 2T. 2T is the one what I want for this CCNA lab. It is something like multi-protocol synchronous serial network interface model. NIM means network interface model. In front you see this one. This will go back. So I will go to R2 also. I'll configure the route. First, before configuring the route, I'll see the routing table. So we have 2C, 2L. Now I'm going to add what? 1S. So the command for that is configure terminal IP route 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0. So telling the router, you want to go any network, any IP address, any subnet mask, right? This is the next stop for you. Go, right?
Sir, in such case, it may create the traffic, right?
See, where we will use this default route is, for example, in your home, you have a router, right? Home router, internet router. So this router, you are going to all over the internet, right? You may go today Google, tomorrow you may go to YouTube, Amazon Prime, this Netflix, right? All you'll go. Now, for all these servers, this router will have a default routes in your routing table. No, your home router will not have. Home router will have only one route, default route. Home router will say, if you want to go anywhere, go to my service provider router. Whoever is the service provider, right? That IP will be there. That router IP will be there in your home router. You understand?
No, sir. Can you explain?
In
Yes.
your home router, you will not have all networks next IP routes. It will have only one route, default route. Understand?
Yes.
So see, there is a, for example, no, there is a village, okay? In the village, there are people are living, they don't know all the cities and countries. But from the village, there is a small town where one shop is there. That guy is very clever guy. He knows all the villages, towns, everything. So whenever anybody asks any route in the village shop, no, he will say, go and ask in the town shop. He will tell you. So what he will say, this village shop guy, wherever you want to go this side, Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, wherever you want to go, please go and ask in the town shop. One town shop you go and ask. He knows all the routes. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So what he is doing is, he is routing, but he is not routing with the exact route. He's just forwarding to a bigger router which will have all the routes. Because he can't make that much route changes locally. Same thing happens in your home router also. In your home router, wherever you want to go, your home router will forward to the service provider router. Service provider router will have all the routes.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to buy one. Your home router will be like a big router with rack, power, AC. Data center must be there. You understand? Big router you have to go. Crore router. Service provider router is 1 crore. Understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, I got it. Thank you.
So that is there we use default route. So RIP is what? Dynamic routing. For dynamic routing, we are just going to configure the routing protocol. Routing protocol will find the best tool and put it in the routing table. Right? So how to configure routing protocol? Just enable the routing protocol, add interfaces. That's all. That is the way you configure routing protocol.
Yes,
sir. To configure routing protocol, 2 things you have to do. Enable it, add interfaces to it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
No, that's all. So let us do that and see that a RIP is putting the route or not in the routing table. So before configuring that, let us see what is the route in the, by default it is there. 2C12 has to be there, right?